Welcome back to the Intel Extreme Masters North America qualifier for Shenzhen, our stop in China for this year. We already know that Paul is going to represent North America, and it's going to be one more Terran. Is it going to be MaSa? Is it going to be Illusion? All that we know is that he will be representing Root. Ain't it right, Nate?
Yep, and the glorious Terran race, which is, of course, most important part of all.
All these Terran victories left and right. I'm not sure how much longer my Protoss heart can deal with this.
Well, let's see how your Protoss heart deals with this SCV on the map. Of course, it's headed towards our red player's base from Root, MaSa. You know, Chris Illusion Lee started his last series with the command center first. This time around, he will start with an 8 supply depot, an 8 supply barracks, and an 8 supply gas.
Illusion, of course, our blue Terran on the left up side of the map with this super early SCV. And we'll see how MaSa is going to open. If MaSa is going to open like command center first, that would be a disaster for him.
This is quite brave. Shout out to Alexander Chuang for your tweet. There is a 54 on the bunker, was confirmed. Of course, we're really happy to see all you guys tweet hashtag IEM throughout all this. Gas first. This is already looking a bit rough for MaSa. And this is, yeah, I mean, the later the barracks comes out, the worse it gets. That's all I can really say. And
one SCV will head to the low ground and it's...
This has to be a scout. Okay. I was going to say, if he builds that barracks anywhere else, he's screwed.
So what is Illusion going to make out of this?
He's going to make a Reaper.
Yeah. But like, I feel like his gas doesn't line up with the time that his... Actually, 20 seconds, 50 gas, I guess it works relatively well.
This build is used more commonly against Zerg players on this map.
Even against Protoss sometimes. Like, if you think a Protoss is going to go... What? Okay, see? Like, I felt it didn't
He
end up.
doesn't see that bunker, does he?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Well, to be honest...
Oh, there's a barracks in my base.
I think he would have gotten away with the Reaper, and I think he would have gone unscouted, and he might have won the game. But now it's looking a bit awkward.
Yeah, like this Marauders
are good, sure.
But not against SCVs. Marauders are going to have a hard time against SCVs, especially without a bunker.
He can put the Marauder into like a little choke point here, like I guess is what I would say.
Here? Oh yeah, you can of course always lift up.
Oh, he's building a Reaper. Wait.
What? Mind games.
Hashtag
mind games.
I don't understand.
This is really smart. It's
like, build a Reaper, dance around, then build a Marauder. Like, no, he has to know it's a Reaper because a Marauder would have been finished by now.
But he started off with a Marauder, no? Or did he always make the Reaper?
I think he just made Reaper straight up.
Maybe he thinks you still need a tech lab for Reapers.
Like, this Reaper can still kill that Marine, but he built that bunker there, and he just basically gave MaSa a tech lab.
But still, like, this Reaper is going to have a good time with this Marine that's about to pop. Well.
It's got to wait for his health to regen. Yeah. I feel like building that tech lab, even the tech lab wasn't that bad. If he put the bunker a hex to the left, that was a bit greedy where he put that bunker. I don't know.
I don't know either, Nate.
I don't know, Kev.
Well, there is a factory follow-up in the main base of Illusion. I also feel like you should always have your... like, I think he right-clicked over here on an SCV. Well, if he would have been attack moving, then that Marine that spawns get attacked immediately by the Reaper. And now he was like right-clicking, so that the Reaper was first attacking something else. No. With only 2 Marines, it's actually risky. Of course, the barracks saw the add-on being thrown down. Well, he could have, if he wanted to play with fire. But now he can just wait for regen. This is actually kind of bad for MaSa. He's going to lose some SCVs, Nate.
Yeah, this is not...
Sick play with the... I mean, it's a little cocky to fire up a reactor the moment you still have a barracks in your main and you know there's a Reaper out.
It was a bit bold of MaSa, and this... oh, the factory!
Oh my God.
It still got the saran wrap on it. Okay, took it off. He's good to go.
The bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Imagine how much fun a factory would be if it comes in bubble wrap. You can just pop it all day. Pop, 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 pop. That should be...
That's a new mini game for StarCraft. Yeah. The new custom map. Whenever you make a building, you have to pop the bubbles first.
That's awesome. But like when a tank comes out, it rolls over all the bubbles, like the most satisfying sound on Earth. That would be amazing. Either way, if Illusion ever wants to make anything else in the building,
let's look at this tech lab. This is beautiful. Anyone that doesn't know that this is possible, you're about to learn. Boom! Oh man, I love it. Whenever anyone proxy marauders at me, the first thing I do is build something on that tech lab just so I can claim it.
That's really funny as well because now he doesn't know that it's actually going to be a quick benchy opening. Then again, he might expect it.
Yeah, it's I mean, Illusion already has a Viking out on the map, and he's got some Hellions, so he's got a little bit of map presence, and he's going to make another Viking. I don't believe he has an engineering bay yet, or a second command center for that matter.
I have the feeling we're going to watch a very silly TVT series. What do you think, Nate?
I mean, you could just attack him with Hellions and Banshee, sure. Silly, yeah. These guys, I mean, we know as teammates, these guys talk all the time. Yeah, I talk to these guys all the time about
and not just that, but both of them also have their own take. Like, you know, if one of these guys is major, then you know that's going to be a much more straight up, macro-oriented, you know, players going to sit back. But both these guys, I would classify them as crazy. Anyone who has seen, like, the final of the Endless game on Blu-ray Invitational, excuse me, between MaSa and Minigun, will know that MaSa is hella crazy. Like every single game he just had a crazy build that he was throwing at Minigun. And you know, Illusion, we all know that he's crazy. There's no secret.
These Vikings, you know, the 2 landed Viking harasses can actually be pretty good. He's gonna run into that Banshee.
Cloak is not ready. That's so sick.
Yet.
Such a sick interception.
Oh, this is great. I mean, this is like Christmas right now. He's gonna kill this thing for free.
And MaSa is like, why the hell are your Vikings over there?
Yeah.
And at the same time, Hellions are fighting against Marines and Hellions. Splits are, of course, very important. This is not a good engagement at first, I think, for Illusion. He's losing his Hellions, Nate. Oh, I love how he doesn't triple shot at the wall. Sick play by MaSa. Really well done.
Really good control by MaSa. And Illusion does not have a wall between his natural and his main base.
MaSa is going to lose so much over here. It's not even funny.
Yeah, this Illusion is in a really tough spot. He's bringing his Vikings back, but they're going to take a little while to get there before they can come repair this.
This is bad news bear for Illusion.
He's got a Raven,
and now the turret
so
is going to help out a little bit.
He's got that going for him,
that's
which is nice.
Yeah, it's actually not all that bad. It's still a little bad, but not the end of the world. He got the Banshee, lost the Hellion War.
I love this awkward Vikings versus Hellions phase of the game.
I mean, he's still going to get a couple of really juicy shots off on this pretty exposed middle line. Vikings having a hard time catching up with these Hellions. Nate, we thought that this one was over, that the harass was over, but it's not. And now MaSa being 13 workers ahead in a one-base TVT scenario.
Wait. There's a second starport for Illusion. He's building he's gone 2-port Banshee. Oh man.
I thought that this game was going to be a silly
I was like,
series.
did we boot up this game or did we boot up one of my replays from like 2 years ago? Oh man. 2-port Banshee. Warms my heart to see.
And it's being scouted as well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But this is one of those things that's so stupid that even if you scout it, you probably don't even recognize it.
I mean, this is like...
Because the last thing ever you scout for is 2-port Banshee.
That's true. That's true.
You're just like rolling around with your Hellions and you're just like, okay, there's a starport. Yeah,
nobody does this. And need I remind you, we're 10 minutes deep into this this game, and we still have no expansions. Really,
I don't think Illusion wants to expand. He realizes that his build puts him super all in. He's gonna try to win with his Hellions and Banshees.
It should actually work too. Like
there's a missile turret.
Well, the natural he could if he went there right away, he could have picked off the SCV and delayed it longer.
No, I refuse.
No, man. Banshees are really good. You gotta trust me on this.
Yeah, but like missile turrets are not going to die. Ever.
Missile turrets.
If MaSa just gets one more turret over here, he will never die.
Yeah, but look at this. Look at this. Banshee, go to work. Both players still on one base forever.
Oh, this is actually pretty... Is there a Viking on the map? Illusion has more Vikings.
There's 2 Vikings for MaSa, but Illusion technically, he can produce 2
Illusion just lost one of his Banshees. Illusion is also not really building more SUVs. He's like 16 is a pretty good number.
Yeah. Well, you're saturated on one base, and you don't want to expand. You gotta go all out.
How much is 16 times 4, Nate?
I can't do
64.
Let's see.
Never mind.
Yeah. No.
I want to look for 55, but it's not possible with 16. I'm very sad. It's either 48 or 64. Such a shame. Either way, Illusion is going across the map, and he might as well just pull his SUVs, but then again, they're so low on HP that they probably don't really contribute anything to this army. Of course, this could theoretically work, but it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Well, you know, anything is possible when you're
10
playing.
10 Hellions, 5 Vikings, 2 Banshees.
This is your StarCraft on 2-port Banshees.
Okay. I mean, he does have an army supply lead. The Raven has more energy.
Viking Hellion.
All the turrets? Okay, well, here we go. Banshees, everything or nothing right now for Illusion.
Point defense drones getting dropped. And I mean, Illusion just has more Hellions. His Banshees are aiding in this combat. And those Vikings, they're useless at this point. If he lands them, then the Banshees can shoot them. And if he doesn't, these auto turrets are going to continue to whittle away at everything.
The Vikings for MaSa are really important, though. He's going to shoot down these Banshees of Illusion.
More of those Hellions died than I thought they would, huh?
Power
I guess he still has his natural.
Yeah, MaSa is in a fantastic position now. He's going to land this Viking, he's going to clean up this other turret, and of course Illusion has already made a remarkable comeback, so there's no need for him to leave early ever again. But this is a pretty... no, what? No. MaSa is like, alright, I'm going to get my second stop point as well. GG is called. As MaSa will pick up game number 1 after a proxy Reaper, after an 888 opening with a tag lap, but then no Marauders. I don't know, Nate. It's been a long day of StarCraft. You summoned this game up.
I think both of these guys are feeling the heat here. It's been a long day, and they both know they're like, okay, at least someone from our team is going to get through.
Yeah.
And since we're both pretty good, and we both know everything that the other does, they're just busting out the absolute craziest builds. And as strange as it might seem, sometimes, you know, that's why you bust out the crazy builds like 888 Reaper, like 10 pool Baneling.
I think it's going to be crazy throughout this entire series. I really think so, especially with these two guys.
Honestly, I just want to know what's coming next.
We'll see. As soon as we have a game invite, we'll let you know. I am a little bit worried because it's getting so late over here in Southern California, which is not really a problem for me, but it is a big problem for Latot. As Latot has been writing me on Facebook for like 2.5 weeks about what we are going to eat when he arrives. And now I'm afraid that most of the restaurants...
How many places will be open?
Not too many. But good old Johan, I hope that he's satisfied with some chili cheese fries or Del Taco.
You know, I have a feeling that that's probably what he wants anyway.
Yeah, there's just not really a whole lot left. No,
Chick-fil-A may be open.
Todd wants... I know what Todd wants. Todd wants ribs and a lot of fries.
Ribs and fries.
American size.
I don't even know what fast food places do ribs. Do any of them?
Yeah, TGI Fridays. Hooters start doing ribs.
Okay, but that's TGI. I draw a line between places like TGI Fridays and like McDonald's.
Still fast food.
Fair enough. Yeah, but okay.
I mean, I love me some TGI Fridays, don't get me wrong. Either way, we're getting ready for game number 2. It's just going to be played on Habitation Station. Well, if there is one map that most of the time screams craziness, it is probably Habitation Station. I'm just going to let them know that we are ready. Go. I'm not sure why we zoomed in on me while I'm looking at the keyboard, but it's all good for me. I hope that my hair looked good from that weird angle.
It's all good.
Today's a bad hair day.
Today's a bad hair day. Today's the yeah, I'll just go with that. My hair is crazy today.
I was so close to shaving off my hair the other day. If Daisy would have made it out of his group, bam, would have all been gone, Nate. But now I'll keep it for a little while longer. Either way, we are getting ready for our second game of the Intel Extreme Masters Best of 5 final series of the day. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just go ahead and jump into game on Habitation Station so we can actually show you guys what's going on. But I have a pretty good idea that you guys know.
This doesn't work in TVT.
This is going to be I'm so happy that both of these guys are in the final series of this qualifier for Shenzhen, I believe. I'm getting so confused with the name of this city even. But this just I know that this is going to be madness. Every single game from this point on is going to be so silly, so I almost refuse to commentate it. I'm very happy for the Root Boys. I think it's awesome that one of them is going to represent North America in China, but you know, Nate, take it away.
I have a strange feeling they're not going to bring any of those builds with them to China. Let's just say that.
I hope not. Otherwise, I feel that we don't have a very long time to root for these boats.
Shout out to @TimeRiotSC2 for your tweet, man. Love rooting for a team based in NA. # root for root. An Illusion fan we got going on here, of course.
Yeah,
always nice to see you guys supporting the homegrown talent.
You know, obviously everyone deserves the support and love from you guys. Paul is just one of the best StarCraft 2 players we've ever had. So it's awesome to see him make it through this qualifier. I would have been happy for Violet because he's my buddy, but I'm also happy that we have, you know, one of the Root Boys, just very local, and they've been around for so long. And MaSa hasn't really gone to a whole lot of international tournaments yet. I actually don't think he's ever went to one. He's been to LAN tournaments, but not to international ones. Illusion on the other, I might be wrong, excuse me if I'm wrong, but I just can't really remember him. Illusion has been to quite a few here and there, and it's awesome to see him having another good run in this qualifier.
Yeah, that's cool. This game is already, if you guys haven't noticed yet, a little bit interesting. There's a very good reason why you do not do this in Terran versus Terran.
What is the reason, Nate?
Siege tanks are pretty good units.
Oh, you actually went south side of the Zelnaga Watchtower.
There's no reason to believe that another Terran would do it. It's like you just don't expect it. You don't believe it.
Is it possible that he somehow missed all SUVs?
I think he...
Is that a thing?
Illusion stacked on the top patch.
Yeah.
So it is.
That is really sick, actually.
But if I were MaSa, I wouldn't have even been looking there. And
I'd be mad.
Upgrade.
I would be. Yeah, this is frustrating when someone does this. because he's obviously Illusion is not going to sit on just Marines.
No.
You can't do what you would do in other matchups. But some of the varieties, like obviously MaSa wants as fast as possible tanks. So he starts his factory, he's going to take a second gas. You can go Banshee, but you know, I've played against some people that try this on ladder, and there are some ways that if you get away with this liftoff, you can really abuse it. So Illusion's going to build this factory. Illusion wants tanks as well, because as the gold base taking player, your goal is to prevent the other guy from ever getting to you, and you just build a lot of Marines. So it's really crazy.
Illusion is going to try to contain MaSa. Is that what's going on over here?
Yeah, that's really the only option, because if you
That's pretty cool.
Like if you sit on your gold base in this matchup, all MaSa has to do is put a Marine at the tower and 2 tanks within range of the mineral line, and it's game over.
Well, MaSa is currently, or Illusion is currently outmining MaSa by quite a bit. It's roughly 200 minerals a minute, so that should make a significant difference in the near future. And it's 4 supply against 4 supply. He's already getting a few Marines here. Probably will fire up a tech lab immediately. Bam.
Yeah.
Bam.
There's no reason not to.
Bam. Let's find a 54. Ugh.
I don't think there is one on the factory. I can try to turn my camera around even more. No, there's not one on the back either.
Oh, here. Found it.
Oh, well, there you have it. Well met.
Nice. I feel so successful now.
My life is complete.
An armor, a proxy. Yeah, why not? Like proxy the armory over here in the original fort base of your opponent, because you can. There's a starport going down at home.
He's going Thor's?
Is he going to Tor drop?
Thor Marine?
A Tor drop.
I don't believe it.
You know, there used to be a guy on the Wings of Liberty server in Europe called Tor drop, and then he Tor dropped the Muslim, and the Muslim lost to it. He was really mad.
I have an almost relevant story. I played a game on Shakuris Plateau and against a guy. We were close air, and I lifted my factory to scout, and I built a Thor in the guy's base. Like, he's the ultimate proxy Thor drop. But I stole his tech lab to do it, because he also wanted to go Banshee. It's not necessarily relevant, but Thors are cool.
Moral of the story, Thors are cool. Kibikaki got Thor dropped once.
I actually got Thor dropped on ladder like 2 days ago by a guy that lifted to the gold base.
Did he call himself Thor drop?
No.
Oh,
He BM'd me pretty bad, though.
Oh, it's just 8 Marines. Like, well, yep, there we go. There's a Thor in production.
This is happening right now.
Alright, there are 8 Marines dropped in the main base of MaSa. MaSa has a few Marines on his own, and he has an auto turret as well. They are fantastic. They soak up so much damage, push out a little bit of damage as well. It's really crazy how good auto turrets are in these like very silly Marine fights. They completely change the outcome of the fight.
When I see something like that, like I like to do early Marine drops all the time. But if you're in TBT, if they drop the auto turret, just pick up and go somewhere else, because your Marines are always win with the medevac. Like your opponent really shouldn't be able to kill many of your units.
So right now MaSa has 1 tank in his main.
Well, he's scared because he has absolutely no idea what's going to come his way. You should expect tanks, but that's why he's got the bunker up front. But right now he's worried about drops. And this Marine actually seeing this move out is nice.
Do you think he's worried about like quick stimmed bio?
Honestly, you don't have like your economy isn't going to last long enough to do it unless you would like you'd have to go something absolutely crazy. Like this Thor. This Thor might even be for show, because everything else that Illusion does is so much more important than this Thor.
Plop.
Like he can elevate her into the main base, I guess. With
you think the Thor has a 54?
Actually, I'm not entirely sure.
Well, what we do know is that the Thor is heading to the main base. There are 2 Vikings and a Raven and a tank. But the Thor is going to soak up damage for days. A lot of the units from MaSa are out of position. The Thor drop is real. These Marines standing on top of the tank is pretty real as well, but it's not going to fall. This Thor is probably going to fall. I think this went unsuccessful for Illusion.
Yeah, he did not kill the siege tank.
So sad.
Yeah, the thing is you need to have those Marines with the Thor, and then he dropped them all around because obviously there was a siege tank there. So now I'm a bit worried for Illusion because there's going to be 3 tanks now? Yeah, there's 3 tanks out on the map, and that should be enough to stop even a direct Thor assault. So I feel like siege tanks for Illusion might have been a more sane choice. But
yeah, he should have probably kept the units so much closer to each other. I guess he was really worried about the tank, but he could have dropped everything on top of the tank as well.
Some of those units were also dropped by that auto turret again. Like this, I guess the Raven died, so we won't ever know the kill count. But
it was high.
It was high.
Widowmine, does he know?
Oh God, those Marines!
This is such a ballsy Thor drop. I believe in the power of the Thor, but not like this.
Dead
the Thor. It's running low on HP, and GG is called. MaSa will win game number 2 as well. On Habitation Station after the proxy factory into proxy armory.
We said there'd be mind games. You got mind games. I don't know what else to
It's
tell
all a little crazy, but what we do know now is that the Canadian Terran MaSa is just one map win away from qualifying for his very first Intel Extreme Masters event. That would, of course, be awesome for him. And, well, that's pretty much all there is to it, Nate. Just one map win away. He's up 2-0 over his teammate Illusion. It's been a very long day of StarCraft for us. We've been pretty much casting StarCraft for almost 7 hours straight now. Letot is somewhere out there hating on me so incredibly much because he's waiting for his rips. He's not going to get any rips today. I'm going to hear about this.
No, I have a feeling not tonight.
Then we're going to cut home, and then we realize that Todd's bed is not ready yet. He's going to be even more mad. And then, to top it all off, we realize that we don't have a desk yet for Todd. And then Todd is just going to kill me in my sleep. Todd is actually going to murder me tonight. So, guys, if this is the last time that you ever see me, I love you. Extreme Masters Shenzhen is going to be an amazing event.
well said. Well said. Let's see what happens in the next game, guys. We're gonna have the potential last map of the night played out on Frost. So there's that. I'm just wondering what kind of insanity we're gonna get. You know, how far will these games drop all of our IQ by the end of the day is the real question.
I have no idea. Everything that we thought we knew about TVT. We're very right.
Everything in my life is a lie.
So far, it looks like it was pretty right. Either way, we'll see. We'll see something crazy. It is the most normal map out there, the map that everybody loves, that everybody macros on. Lifting up is not an option. It's going to be Frost. Let's just go ahead and hop into game. As this blue Terran in the left top side of this map is currently trailing 0-2 against his teammate. It is Chris Lee Illusion. Had a fantastic, miraculous comeback against Violet. Played one hell of a series, and that is definitely one to be remembered. Down 37 workers, down a base, no problem. Got Marines. I will remember, Nate.
And his opponent, Master of 54 from Root Gaming, it is MaSa. Even when playing his teammate, he can choose reasonably sensible build orders. Reasonably sensible.
Yeah, I mean, MaSa didn't really do anything crazy.
So Illusion has shown us the 2-port Banshee after 888 Reaper,
yes,
and the Lift to Gold Proxy Thor Marine Drop Rush. So
what's next? A Battlecruiser Rush.
I would, you know what? I really wouldn't be surprised.
I find a Battlecruiser Rush more likely right now than a standard macro game.
Yeah, I actually would not be surprised.
And I thought I would never say that.
I mean, he's going gas first. He's going to have a fast starport, and I can't think of any reason why he would want to do something that makes sense. So, Battlecruiser Rush seems within the the realm of possibilities at this point.
You are correct, sir. As well, MaSa is opening gasless so far on the other side of the map. No refineries have been taken yet. Okay, there we go. He will drop his gas just a little bit later. 15 gas. It's kind of interesting. It's like an in-betweener. Not quick, not super late, but kind of late.
Yeah, well, this is still an interesting setup because it's cross spawns. So whatever they do, it's going to take a little while to get there. Although Illusion could always just proxy something. This is one of those maps where there's a lot of space to look around for such things. But I mean, if you're going to proxy Battlecruiser, got to get pretty close.
Man, MaSa has played one hell of a tournament, though. Yeah, even in that series against Volt, I think he played pretty damn well. For a while, he was just going like punch for punch, trading blows, and in the end kind of fell behind. Of course, Paul with experience, especially in crazy scenarios, it's really hard to keep up with someone like Paul who's just done it all already in TVT. He has seen it all, he has done it all, and most of the time he came out victorious. Yeah, but either way, a fantastic run by MaSa. Just once again, nobody ever mentioned him. We always talk about Major, and then we talk about QXC, we talk about Illusion. And MaSa's just always the guy that we skip, but he's one hell of a player. He really is.
Yeah, he is really, really good. And MaSa's Marines going to execute this SCV for attempting to cross into his land, as he's got a command center on the way. So we are seeing an expansion from one of our players.
This is going to be a very quick starport over here, and I believe that we just had another tweet on the screen and I missed it. I'm so sad, but I do agree with everything that Nathan said. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. It's been a long day. If you just joined us and you wonder, like, hey guys, is there any game that I should check out in particular? I think Huck versus QXC on Habitation Station was one of the coolest TVPs that I've had the pleasure of casting in the last month, so I definitely...
That was a crazy long TVP.
I recommend that all of you. It was like 50 minutes with almost non-stop action, and I thought it was very, very enjoyable. So, without a doubt, my highlight of the day, Huck versus QXC on Habitation.
Yeah, and if... I guess that probably was one of the best games that we had. I'm trying to think if any of the other games really caught my attention.
I mean,
too much.
Illusion Violet.
Yeah, Illusion Violet on
on
Overgrowth.
Overgrowth.
That's another really good one. If you like to believe in the impossible, if you're one of those people, you have your tarot card readings, you're like magic is real, you will watch that game.
If you feel like you leave games too early, watch that game.
Yeah. If you wonder why Fantasy and MKP take forever to leave games, watch that one.
All right, this Hellion is just going to swing in, ignore all these Marines. Will be trapped for now. That's a good scout up though. Sees the starboard, sees the factory, could even see how far that starboard was along. Now wants to get the juicy shot off, but no. No!
He's trying to escape! Oh, no. Shame. Only one wheel escapes. The rest fell into the abyss.
And the exhaust is still burning as well. That high octane struggle. 91, man. Prices keep going up.
Yeah. Viking on the way, as the Banshee has popped out for Illusion. He's actually doing a build order this game, so
yeah. It's like, Chris, what are you doing? You're playing normal. Stop.
I'm already excited. I'm still not sure if he's going to build another command center.
He's making more Hellions.
Yeah.
Like he made a Hellion, then he decided to go for a React. He's like, you know what? This unit is cool. I want to make 2 more.
I think after Cloak and this next Banshee, he starts building tanks and just does a Marine tank Viking push.
A good old 1-1-1. Shout out to Puma.
I would not be surprised.
When is the last time we saw Puma play? Talking about deja vu. If I ever do
that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
If I ever do, like, you know, a tournament and a good oldies or something like that, we call it the classics, I'll definitely invite Puma. He'd probably win it as well.
Just 1-1-1 every
Puma
game.
shows up 1-1-1's live. It was like, what? How?
Lol.
Not supposed to work.
It's impossible.
We were partying and Rain and Macron their ass off, and like Puma was just like 1-1-1. Dances in photon overcharge. Benji does quite some work though, picked up a handful of SCVs, will eventually fall. He got 6 kills, so you know, Illusion did some work with this. There's a Widow Mine over here, which got incredibly close to this Banshee.
This is actually just a straight up Marine Hellion Banshee. Okay, this is nothing I see. He's bringing the SCVs.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's pull them all, Nate.
Expanding is for people with no spines.
Man, these guys, they should have no spines when all these drilling claws are like in each other's back. It's like, hey buddy, like
that's like your shopping cart, right? We get out of the way, they're all together, man.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on, guys, but we're gonna try to do our best to let you know what's up. There is a bunker, there are a lot of Marines. There's a Cloak Banshee on the way for MaSa. Well, when there is like, okay, there are 12 Marines. Oh my god, this one with a mine.
Should kill a Hellion.
Well done there. Good split by Illusion. Is he gonna scan? No, he completely gonna ignore it. It's like, I will get everything past before it will ever shoot again.
All right, he's coming in. SCV's trying to repair the Banshee's attacking the Hellions on the left side. These SCVs getting on top of the other SCVs.
Oh, all the SCVs dying though to these Hellions from Illusion.
Most of the Marines are taking a bit of heat here. The Banshee of MaSa almost killed. And yeah, actually, I'd like to see an auto
great
turret.
macro by MaSa. Keeps this Banshee still alive. Another auto turret is being dropped. I think MaSa, I mean, there are a few Hellions left, but this Banshee, okay, it's not going to come down to macro. Oh, there is a tank.
There's a tank.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Hello, tank.
Bomb! Banshee shoots, or Widowmine shoots.
Widowmine. Le Widowmine.
Le Widowmine. The Widowmine makes little
when you pull your SCVs, it drizzles.
Oh, these Hellions are actually going to jump on top of this tank. Tanks do a lot of damage to Hellions as well, but this Banshee's helping out so much. Banshee gets the... that was just a double kill, but Mr. kills the Banshee.
18 supply versus 42.
No! Nathanias!
I think I died.
What are you doing, Nathanias, in the most critical phase of this game?
My computer exploded.
Yeah, sure.
I'll just leave.
Nathanias left. We will continue bringing the action as this Cloak Banshee is picking up the remaining SCVs of Illusion, who's left with 13 supply. Nate, it's been one hell of a day for Illusion. A memorable game against Violet, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I have no idea what kind of a best of 5 we just saw, but what I do know is that Polt and MaSa will be your representatives for North America at the Intel Extreme Masters in Shenzhen, China.
Well played to MaSa for surviving the endless torrent of madness in that final series, taking the 3-0 win. So MaSa and Polt, 2 Terran players, and I'm excited. The series that they all played out today were great. And if you want to learn something about, you know, StarCraft 2, I would advise you. We had some really great games in the series, just not this last series we played.
No, don't do those builds unless you want to have fun. Unless you're an actual Master League player and you're beating up on lower leagues. I wouldn't really recommend you doing those builds. Either way, it was a fantastic day of StarCraft. We have two really awesome Terrans representing the North American region at the Intel Extreme Masters. Of course, Paul just doing what we expected him to do. Let's just take a look at the entire bracket, but it's still not that easy. It's always impressive when he does it. He did drop one map against his buddy Violet, and I'm sure that he's really sad that he can't travel together. But I'm very happy for Root Terran, MaSa, that he's able to be the runner-up. We had a lot of cool results in this tournament, Nate, and especially Illusion as well, taking out a couple of crazy names, you know, defeating Fog first, who's an excellent Zerg, then defeating Huck, later defeating Puck, and then also defeating Violet. Illusion can be very, very proud of his performance today.
Yeah, really impressive play by everybody across the board. When you look at the players in this bracket, you say, you know, Polt probably should make it out. And we knew that Polt and Violet could not both meet in like the upper bracket for the winners finals, so they would have to move one or the other down. But when you look at the losers bracket and the run that these guys had to make, it's pretty impressive. So great games across the board by everybody. Really impressed, of course. Polt showed us some cool games. Illusion showed us that phenomenal hold, if you can call it even a hold, in his match against Violet, as I don't think many people would have expected Illusion to beat Violet. Certainly earned his place here, and, well, made it a lot easier for MaSa, I'd say.
Yeah, a lot of great series, and the rivalry between Violet and Huck continues as well. That's really shaping up to be a nice one that I think we are going to see more and more, as both players are also qualified for the Battlegrounds in North America, which should be an amazing tournament, which is happening in just like 7 days from now, even less than that, I guess 5 days, somewhere after DreamHack, before MLG. Why not? We all love StarCraft, and hopefully you guys love StarCraft as well. We thank everyone for tuning in today. Of course, the hashtag that you guys hopefully use was hashtag IEM. If you still want to send us some tweets, we'll read them, we'll go over them, and you make our production crew very happy. And I think that's about it, Nate. It's been 7 hours and 4 minutes of StarCraft action. I had a lot of fun. I am really worried that the moment that this camera goes off, that Letut storms me on this stage and just murders me, cold-blooded.
Well, he needs you to drive him back to the apartment first. Probably, so you got that going for you.
He'll probably do it at home. He will. Yeah. It's going to be a rough 2 weeks for me because I'm going to have to deal with Letut. But I look forward to it, and hopefully you guys had a lot of fun. Do you have any famous last words, Nate?
No, just thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you check out all the awesome StarCraft coming up. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us in the coming week. I got a flight for DreamHack tomorrow to catch, so hopefully you guys tune into that and the rest of the everything this month.
Last but not least, make sure to visit the websites www.intelextrememasters.com or just twitter.com/IEM, so you guys can stay up to date for all the other Intel Extreme Masters qualifiers and of course the main stops as well. You can also keep a close eye on StarCraft2.com/WCS, so you will know what's going on in every single tournament around the world pretty much. And of course, if you live in the Southern California area, or you just really like driving and you live anywhere in the US, and yes, I know the US is very big, make sure to check out StarCraft2.com/WCS for tickets as well for the WCS Round of 16, which will be happening in this studio on the 24th and 25th of June, I believe, and on the 1st and 2nd of July, where we hopefully can welcome all of you nerds over here. It would be a lot of fun. We look forward to it, but for now, thanks everyone for watching, and have a good night.